Hey everyone, welcome back to FT News. I'm Myra, and Chicago Fire may have just delivered one of the most stressful, emotional, and absolutely terrifying finales in the entire history of the show. Because that ending? Yeah, Firehouse 51 is in complete chaos right now. The season 14 finale ended with a massive explosion that trapped multiple firefighters inside a burning structure, while others were literally engulfed in flames trying to escape. And honestly, NBC left fans hanging in one of the cruelest cliffhangers the show has ever done. The episode, titled "Thank You," opened in a very unusual way. Instead of starting normally, the finale immediately throws viewers into the middle of a catastrophic building fire. Smoke is everywhere, firefighters are panicking, radios are going off non-stop, and something already feels horribly wrong from the very first scene. But the episode doesn't explain what happened right away. Instead, it keeps jumping back and forth between the present-day disaster and flashbacks from the previous few days leading up to the incident. And honestly, that structure made the entire episode feel incredibly tense because viewers knew something terrible was coming the entire time. One of the biggest storylines heading into the finale involved Kelly Severide. Chief Pascal returned and revealed that Severide's promotion to captain had officially gone through. But at the same time, Severide was still considering leaving Firehouse 51 for a major opportunity with the Office of Fire Investigation, also known as OFI. Pascal clearly did not want him leaving. He basically told Severide that 51 needed him and encouraged him to stay instead of taking the OFI position. And honestly, throughout the episode, you could feel Severide being torn apart by the decision. Because OFI represents his future and his family legacy, but Firehouse 51 is his home. And then the finale added another emotional complication. Isaiah suddenly returned. Fans will remember Isaiah as the foster child who had previously lived with Stella and Severide. But this time, the situation was much more serious. Isaiah explained that his mother could no longer care for him, and instead of moving in with a family friend in Cleveland, he wanted to come back and live with Stella and Severide again. That moment honestly changed everything, because suddenly Severide wasn't just deciding between two jobs anymore. Now he was thinking about family, stability, safety, and what kind of future he actually wanted. And Stella even admitted later in the episode that OFI might not be the worst option anymore because it would technically be safer if Isaiah returned to live with them. Meanwhile, the finale kept giving viewers emotional and heartwarming moments, which honestly made the ending feel even more devastating. One of the biggest moments involved Herrmann and Cindy. After everything they have survived together over the years, Herrmann surprised Cindy by proposing that they renew their vows. And honestly, their entire vow renewal scene felt beautiful, but also terrifying. Because longtime Chicago Fire fans know the show has a habit of giving characters emotional happy moments right before tragedy strikes. The ceremony took place at Molly's with almost the entire Firehouse 51 family present. The theme of the night was gratitude, and the vows themselves were incredibly emotional. Herrmann talked about rebuilding their home, rebuilding their future, and how no matter where life takes them, they will always be home together. Cindy then spoke about the pain of loving someone who risks their life every single day as a firefighter. And honestly, looking back now, those vows feel even more heartbreaking after the ending. Because fans are now seriously worried that Herrmann may not survive. At the same time, several other major storylines were moving forward too. Cruz discovered that his wife Chloe is pregnant with twins. Mouch unexpectedly learned that a publisher wanted to release his old romance novel called Sheets on Fire instead of his firefighter memoir. Violet reflected emotionally on Hawkins while encouraging Novak not to waste time if she has feelings for Vasquez. And Vasquez himself was given the chance to restart his police academy path and potentially become an officer within a month. Basically, the finale spent almost the entire episode building hope, future plans, relationships, and emotional milestones, which made the final disaster hit even harder. Then came the fire. The emergency call that had been teased all episode finally happens near the end. And this is where everything completely falls apart. Firehouse 51 responds to a massive structure fire. At first, the building already seems unstable and dangerous. Smoke completely fills the structure, visibility becomes almost impossible, and firefighters struggle to even locate the source of the flames. Rescue Squad 3 enters the building as the recovery team. That includes Severide, Cruz, Mouch, Tony, and Cap. Meanwhile, Stella, Herrmann, Vasquez, and Ballard end up on the rooftop trying to evacuate. Then suddenly, everything explodes. A massive fireball erupts inside the structure. Truck 81 is caught on the ladder while descending from the roof, and flames completely engulf them mid-escape. At the exact same time, Squad 3 becomes trapped inside the building. And then comes the moment that honestly sent chills through fans watching live. Over the radio, Severide screams, "Mayday! Mayday!" And then the episode ends. That's it. No answers. No confirmation. No rescue. Nothing. Just chaos, flames, screaming radios, and multiple firefighters trapped in life-threatening situations. Honestly, this may be one of the biggest cliffhangers Chicago Fire has ever done. Now the biggest question fans are asking is obvious. Who survives? Technically, almost everyone's fate is left uncertain. But there are already some clues. Reports suggest both Taylor Kinney and Miranda Ray Mayo are already signed on to return next season, which strongly hints that Severide and Stella probably survive somehow. But beyond them, things get much less clear. And honestly, many fans are especially worried about Herrmann. The episode spent so much time focusing on his future, his marriage, his family, and his emotional vows with Cindy that it almost felt like the show was preparing viewers for a tragedy. Mouch is another major concern, especially because the finale suddenly gave him hopeful future plans with his book deal and retirement discussions. Chicago Fire has a long history of using emotional setups like this right before devastating losses. And fans definitely remember how previous cliffhangers have ended with shocking deaths before. Another huge unanswered question involves Severide's future. Before the emergency happened, he had finally made his decision about whether to stay at 51 or join 05. But the episode never reveals what he chose. So now fans are heading into season 15 with multiple major mysteries. Who survives the explosion? Who gets seriously injured? Does Severide stay at Firehouse 51? Will Isaiah move back in with Stella and Severide? Will Vasquez become a police officer? And could Firehouse 51 lose one of its most beloved members forever? Honestly, Chicago Fire fans are going to be thinking about this finale all summer. Because NBC basically ended the season with Firehouse 51 standing in the middle of total disaster. And until season 15 arrives, nobody truly knows who's making it out alive. This is Myra from FT News, signing off.